Hello friends, I'm Erik, and today we are watching episode 20 of season 2 of Gravity Falls, the season finale, the series finale, the end, the epic ending of an epic adventure and mystery. And I'm excited. I'm really excited. I don't quite know. Like I mentioned it last episode, but I'm concerned that I'm not going to get the answers I want. And like, I think I'm going to get some answers, but I don't know how many. Like, some of the things that I'm wondering about, like the central question, the thing that I've been wondering about all along is like, why is this place the way it is? There must be a reason. There must be, yeah, I mean, or for instance, why is Bill here? If there are plenty of dimensions, which there definitely seems to be, Ford has spent some time exploring. Like, I don't know how many. A lot. Like he said, the dice that he had, the infinity-sided dice, were banned in over some number of dimensions, 8,000 or something. I don't remember. Suggests, I mean, he probably hasn't been. That might have just have been something that the guy he got it from told him, but he must have been to plenty of places. What drew Bill to this one specifically? You know? Like, I get that he needs to find another. I don't remember who it was that said it, but it was like suggested, I think it was actually Bill. It was suggested that his dimension was falling apart, like decaying or disappearing. So he needed to find another one where he could wreak havoc and like do things, just be himself, And he settled upon this one. And why this one? Like, what specifically about this dimension interests him? I mean, one possible option was that it was just like picked out of a hat at random, just like, sure, let's go for this one, or because he's aware of this one existing, or I don't freaking know, man. There must be a reason anyway, and I would love to know what that reason is, even if it just is that like it was just random. I also am really curious to know about like the spaceship thing, the alien thing. That was kind of random. It was just like a short feat. It wasn't really addressed. It was just like, yeah, I come here for parts. It's just like, don't worry about it. And like, why did they come here? Did the aliens come here to investigate because this place was weird, or is this weird because they came here for some reason? Like, why is this place the way it is? I really want to know that. I'm a little disappointed about the agents as well, because the agents' existence, what was their name? Trigger was one of them, and Powers was the other one, I think. That was the main one, right? Agent Powers, the guy Nick Offerman played. Like, the existence of that agency says a lot. It says that the government is aware of it. Like, when did they become aware of it? Was it Quentin Tremblay? Where did he go? Why is he not back? Why haven't we used the president's key? We did once, just to let Stan loose from the what's it called, the stocks, but we haven't used it since. I was thinking about that when I saw the guy in the previous episode who had like a keyhole in his forehead. What else? I mean, there's plenty of things. What happened to several times? Are they still alive? We saw them in the Love God episode, briefly, 2 of them, but not the other 3. Probably dead by this point. Like, there's a lot of things that is unanswered, or like loose ends that haven't been tied up. And yeah, I'm hoping that they get tied up. At the end of the previous episode, we freed Mabel from the prison of her own making that Bill made. I guess technically Bill made it, but she stayed of it because she kind of imprisoned herself in her mind in like a safe space. We got her out of that, and we went to the Mystery Shack, and we found a lot of people in the Mystery Shack, including Stan and the Manator and the guy who married the Woodpecker and the Multi-Bear. Strangely, it's kind of funny that they were in the same place, the Manator and the Multi-Bear, because they're like mortal enemies or something. But what's that word? Something about bedfellows needs make strange bedfellows or something. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a apocalypse situation, so I guess they can put aside their differences for now. So yeah, it's an extra long episode as well, twice the length of a normal episode, which I'm really looking forward to. That gives me hope that I'm gonna get answers. And let's find out how this ends, I guess. Let's see how we finally defeat Bill. Not that he's been like a threat and a presence for that long. He technically has been, because he's been a presence here for like what, over 30 years, since before Ford went missing. But like he hasn't, and he's been in a couple of episodes, but yeah, he's been front and center for a couple of episodes. So let's see how we defeat him. If you want this uncut, not edited down like here on YouTube, then do check out the Patreon. Link is in the description down below. I'm also way ahead on Patreon. By the time this hits YouTube, I should be like in 18 episodes or so into The Dragon Prince. So if that interests you, feel free to check it out. But with that said, let's get into the season finale, the series finale of Gravity Falls. Oh, and
wait.
And the unicorn with the strange name.
I can't believe it!
And McGucket, and Gnomes, and Pacifica.
I've missed you knuckleheads too. It's good to have you back.
And Candy and Grenda.
What's everyone doing here?
And those guys. The balls.
Potato sack? Hey, even in a sack, I still look better than you.
It's
How the mighty have fallen. Hey, Larry King.
Larry King's disembodied wax head wants num-nums.
Why, you're a waxhead.
I bet!
Invasive maneuvers! Keep it down!
Get the lights!
Okay, they're hiding. So it's not a safe space. Because I remember they did that, Ford and Dipper did a ritual to, like, protect the shack from Bill's, like, mind invasion, like, dream invasion. And I was wondering if that helped protect them in the shack now as well from the physical presence of Bill and his minions. But apparently not. That's so awesome, that freaking intro.
Welcome to what's left of normal around here. Home base.
Oh, it's that kid. I saw him in the like middle left.
Have several injuries.
Hey guys, you're alive. The kid who was trapped in the pool. In the pool jail.
Out back when the sky started vomiting nightmares. I listened to a lot of AM radio, so I knew what this meant. The end of the world.
Yeah. I mean, I know you're a doomsday prepper. Hey, no, it does work.
The plan's to stay in here and eat brown meat until we run out. Then I vote we eat the gnomes.
Hey, I'm short, not deaf.
Yeah, you didn't really whisper that.
There's a town in need of saving.
Trust me, we have everything we need right here.
You don't, though.
So you're really just gonna let Bill win?
Look, kiddo, we got a good deal here. Besides, I'm sure wherever the rest of the townsfolk are, they're fine.
No, they're a throne. Throne of horror.
Viewers are advised to look away if they don't want to see their friends turned into a twisted throne of human agony.
Mom and Dad?
And I'm being turned into stone by a flying eyeball.
Unfortunate. See you, Chandra.
Parents are bad, but even they don't deserve to be turned to stone.
That's debatable.
Bill wants us to run and hide. He wants us to think he's invincible. But Ford told me before he was captured that he knows Bill's secret weakness.
Yes, and he declined to tell us what it was.
If we combine all of our strength, our smarts...
Is it circles?
Not like we could take the mystery shack to Bill. Whoa! Holy hoot, Nanny! Flapjack!
Oh, yeah, you have. Yeah.
Sorry, got a little excited.
Understandable. But you have McGucket there, who's a genius at making robots.
If you take
Yeah. So we are gonna take the mystery shack to Bill.
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when.
Oh, he's got style, that's for sure.
I've recently had a multi-dimensional makeover. I can
Ah.
space, matter, and And now that that dumb baby's out of the way, time itself! I liberated my dimension, Stanford, and I'm here to liberate yours. There's just one hitch. As it turns
Why?
out, my weirdness can't escape the magical confines of this town.
And why?
Gravity Falls' natural law of weirdness magnetism. I studied this years ago.
Okay.
It's a simple equation that could collapse the barrier. But I'd never tell you.
Why did you tell him that?
I'll remake a fun world, a better world. No more laws! You'd be one of us, all powerful, greater than anything you've imagined. And all
I don't think he wants that. I don't think that's his motivations.
And get that equation directly out of your mind.
Not so fast. You know the rules, Bill.
And so do I.
You may be able to haunt my...
Yes, the metal plate installed.
You're making this so much harder than it needs to be.
No, wait, that was for erasing memories. Never mind, I'm stupid.
Only a matter of time.
Like, why did you tell him? Why did you tell him that there was that you knew what was going on?
Ridiculous robo-majigs in my day, but this is the first one that won't be used for evil.
Yeah, progress, my man.
Cockamamie balderdash. Excuse my French.
Well, I mean,
And where would you even find a bunch of...
still not French, my friend.
Hey, don't touch that! Hey! Ah!
Yeah, we're remodeling. What are we doing? Oh, I see. That's why the anime is relevant. We're making a Gundam. I mean, he already did that kind of with the little Gideon robot.
Sweaters, Mabel. The end of the world has never been so comfortable.
Yeah, very nice. How did you make them?
This whole town is gonna throw you the best birthday party you've ever seen.
Thanks, Zeus.
I'm counting on it.
Has anyone seen Grunkle Stan?
That's probably how the show's gonna end, right?
Of course, no one asks the chief what he thinks. After all I've done,
Feeling neglected, are we, Stan?
he causes the end of the world, and somehow it still always Stan's the screw-up, Ford's the hero.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think it's the other way around.
I keep accidentally flexing through my sweater. It happened again.
Those weird cow monsters are delightful.
They're called Manitors.
Dipper, now!
What's the power source for this thing, by the way? Awesome.
Another 500 volts. Hey, do you hear that?
What the heck? Oh, what? You detached the head?
It's the Shacktron, dude!
They made the house into a robot. Fascinating.
So the more
And you're part of a flag, Larry King. Wax Larry King.
This was a bad idea.
Yeah, quite possible, yes. But you don't have much in the way of options.
Everyone, like we planned! 3, 2, 1, go!
Nice. Oh, the Pacific Rim. Is that it must be a Pacific Rim reference, right?
Get him, Gobble Wonker!
Hadouken. You're crazy, Wendy.
Everyone, incoming.
Yeah, the multiplayer should be great at that, because you can see everything. How does that even work, actually, by the way? That must be really confusing, if you can see in all directions. Like looking forward, left, right, up, down, back at the same time. Oh, that's the power source several times. Okay.
guys,
Oh, so they didn't sever the head of the Tyrannosaurus, but it was very big.
perhaps torturing those kids will make you talk.
No, not the kids. You can't.
Are you surprised, Ford? Seriously? It's not gonna work, right?
No! No, 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 no!
It's not gonna help, Bill.
Hey, do you have any idea how
That's awesome.
generate that? We've got
No, I have no idea.
We get in, rescue Ford, get out, save the world. Piece of cake.
Just so we're clear, if I die, I'm suing all of you.
Hey, on second thought, maybe.
Okay, Pacifica. I can't believe that Pacifica is part of the rescue party. The sheriff is a bit surprising, but not that much. He's a much bigger presence than Pacifica.
Man, it looks even worse up close.
No, it looks awesome.
Grab him and let's get out of here.
But how are we going to unfreeze them?
Oh. Hey, Gideon. Oh. He returned. That was really easy.
I think I'm dark and tortured for reals now.
Yeah.
Experience will forever scar Tad Strange.
You are so strange, Tad.
Don't you ever scare me like that again.
Like that magic is kind of pathetic. It was so easy to reverse.
I've tried forgetting. Maybe I should try forgiving. Come here, old friend.
New Bill's weakness?
Yeah, a secret way to defeat him?
I do.
The world's most confusing game of hopscotch?
No, a prophecy. Although it would be
okay.
fun.
That's what that is.
I recognized then. Some I only recognize now. The native people of
Yeah, there's Mabel at the bottom left.
weirdness would be reversed.
The tree is Dipper, right?
This whole time I thought it was just superstition. But
The Pac-Man thing is Stan.
A question mark.
Mm.
This one's unsolvable.
No, it's you, Zeus. But how did you get your eye back?
Nice work with the heel!
That's unfortunate. Unfortunate but expected, I guess.
Ew, I'm not touching that.
Do it, sweetie. Do the one thing no one in our family has ever done. Touch the hillbilly.
Touch the hillbilly. Stan, we're waiting on you, dude.
Stanley, get over here. You're the only one left.
You realize this is a bunch of hogwash, right? You really think some
They're-
caveman graffiti is gonna stop that monster?
Stan, they're glowing.
Come on! What are you doing? You're gonna ruin
Never
this!
held hands this long, and I am very uncomfortable.
Whoa, hey, I'm not the enemy here, people.
Right now you are.
Say thank you. What? I spent 30 years trying to bring you back into this dimension, and you still haven't thanked me!
Yeah, that is kind of friggin' outrageous, actually.
Thank you. Grammar, Stanley.
Oh, Grammar Stanley, you stuck-up
Don't
son of a
jeopardize
gun!
this, you idiots! Everything's on the line!
Now is not the time for this.
Oh no, it's Bill! Right? Isn't that what you're all thinking?
Kinda.
You guys want to see what happens to friends when you can't get along?
We're not scared of you.
Oh, but you should be.
Out with the banjo.
You know, this castle could really use some decoration!
They got turned into wall hangings. That's awesome.
Tell me how to take Weird Mageddon Global and I'll spare the kids!
No, don't do it!
I see everything! Ow! Not a
Awesome.
Save yourselves! Run! We'll take care of Bill!
Very useful flashlight.
Hey, Bill! Come and get us, you pointy jerk!
Oh, it must be so infuriating to be a like trans-dimensional monster god and a pair of 12-year-olds keep like thwarting your plans. That's awesome visually. I love Bill, man.
I'm gonna disassemble your molecules!
That's rough.
You've tricked me for the last time!
Bill is such a freaking inspired design.
Dad was right about me.
I'm the one who made a deal with Bill in the first place.
Yeah, you are.
Easy flattery. You would have seen him for
Yeah.
the scam artist he is.
Hubris.
The world's about to end and they still work together. How do they do it?
Easy. They're kids. They don't know any better.
That's kind of true, I guess.
Let Bill into my mind. He'll be able to take over the galaxy, and maybe even worse. But at least he might let the kids free.
What?
No, but into what kind of world?
Have this darn plate in my head, we could just erase him with the memory gun when he steps inside my mind.
What if he goes into my mind? My brain isn't good for anything.
Yes, it is, dude. Come on.
We need to take his deal. It's the only way he'll agree to save you and the kids.
Do you really think he's gonna make good on that deal?
What other choice do we have?
They're gonna change clothes, right, and hope that it fools Bill.
Time's up! I've got the kids!
Don't do it, Ford! It'll destroy the universe!
It's the only way!
They haven't changed.
My only condition is that you let my brother and the kids go.
Fine.
Here we go.
You really know how to clear your... What?
Do a pretty good impression of my brother, don't I?
Yeah, way too good. That animation is a lie.
What?
Because they were they I don't appreciate being tricked like that.
Don't you realize you're destroying your own mind too?
It's not like I was using this space for much anyway.
Let me out!
Come on, dude.
Turn around and look at me, you one-eyed demon! You're a real wise guy, but you made one fatal mistake. You messed with my family.
It's hard to enjoy this because of the sacrifice. Oh, that was epic. No.
Guess I was good for something after all.
Of course you was, dude. You were awesome. You were a scam artist, but you were still awesome. Schmabulok. See ya, Rumble.
Grunkle Stan?
Who you talking to?
Come on, it's me. It's me, Grunkle Stan.
Oh, man. This sucks.
You're our hero, Stanley.
Yeah. This sucks. This sucks hard. And this place is a complete wreck, so...
Hey, why the long faces? You guys look like it's someone's funeral.
It is.
We saved the world, but what's the point? Grunkle Stan's not himself anymore.
Oh, well, I mean, come on, one guy for the world.
I know my Grunkle is in there somewhere. There's gotta be something around here that can help bring him back.
I mean, it's worth a try, I guess.
Don't you remember anything?
I'm sorry. I don't know what this is or who you are or... God, quit it, Waddles. I'm trying to remember my life story.
Hey!
Skip to my page. He needs to remember our boss-employee relationship.
Hey, just because I have amnesia, don't go trying to give yourself a raise, Zeus.
It's happening.
Hey! Okay.
He also gave me a grappling hook, which everyone is impressed by. And in more important news, I met some neighborhood hotties.
Yeah, the grappling hook was impressive. Nothing to see here, folks. That's a great motto for this place.
Oh, looks like you've got a friend.
Robbie, would you be a dear and get us the sawed-off shotgun?
I love how cheerful they are.
Brains and so forth.
Hey, the mayor!
None of us really understand what just happened, and none of us want to. That's why I'm passing the never mind all that act. Now, if anyone goes asking around about the...
Yes, the ostrich strategy. Awesome.
We're mad with power!
Kinda.
In other news,
Yes.
the family has gone broke after pledging...
Thank you for confirming that. I think everyone already knew that, but it's nice to...
You're only going to have one pony now.
The horror. I don't think she cares that much.
Has made millions overnight submitting his patents to the U.S. government.
I'm gonna buy me a bigger shed! Hey,
Nice.
for sale?
Nice. Well deserved, Filford.
Back to normal. And now bodacious tea with sports.
It's called Death Ball.
Wait, what?
Thanks to y'all saving us, I learned to open my heart to kindness. No more evil doing.
More like busting your pants, loser.
And we're back to doing evil deeds, aren't we? Oh, right, he has a crew.
If I had only one wish, it would be to shrink all of you with the shrink ray and bring you home with us in my pocket. But since that's impossible, is that impossible?
No, it's not. You have the flashlight.
I now officially declare you technically teenagers. Welcome to angst and acne forever.
Not forever, just a couple of years.
When are you gonna open your presents already? I broke a nail wrapping them.
Pacifica.
I'm impressed, Pacifica.
Weirdmageddon has been contained, but I'm detecting some strange new anomalies near the Arctic Ocean. I want to go investigate it.
Oh, yeah?
And you need someone to help you sail around the world in the adventure of a lifetime?
I don't.
Aww.
I want it to be you. Will you give me a second chance?
Of course he will.
We're gonna be away for a while. That's why I'm shutting down the Mystery Shack for good.
Okay.
It's a marvelous creature that makes us believe that anything is possible. You shut down this shack, and you shut down our dreams.
Is it time to give Zeus the fess? Tearing up again, just thinking about it.
It's just, there's no one around to run it.
Of course there is.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Mystery Shack is...
That's so sweet.
You mean it, Mr. Mystery?
You're Mr. Mystery now. Yeah.
Try not to burn the place down.
I'll move in immediately.
That was quick, abuela. Or abuelita. Yeah, what are you gonna do about Waddles?
We have to go? There's still so much we haven't done together.
You gonna bring Waddles home with you?
I hate my dumb heart for making me feel things. Cut it out! Heart! Hey, can you...
Chill.
Thanks for wearing my goodbye sweater.
It's cold out. I had to.
What? But it's like 80-something degrees out today.
Just shut up.
Something to remember me by. Oh, and this. Read it the next time you miss Gravity Falls.
Oh yeah? What's in it?
Mom and Dad won't let me bring a pig home to California, so you have to stay here. I have to go. I'm sorry, Waddles.
It's kind of irresponsible, Mabel.
This pig is coming with the kids.
Now, hold on a second. Bringing animals aboard a moving vehicle is strictly prohibited by...
Yeah. There will be no discussion.
We'll miss you too, Uncle Stan.
This is surprisingly emotional. This whole last like 10 minutes or so.
Ready to head into the unknown?
Nope. Let's do it.
Or 15 or something, I don't even know.
But if you're curious, don't wait.
Take
a trip.
Oh, he got his girlfriend behind the counter. Yeah. See you next summer. Why not, after all? Okay. So, that was the end of Gravity Falls. Okay, so let's get the obvious stuff out of the way first, I guess. This was great. I loved it. It was amazing. I love Bill as a villain. I wanted more of him, but probably not, because if you get two more, like I talked about last time, like too much of a good thing is not good. You get bored of it. It was nice that Stan got to be the hero of the entire story, basically. That he was the one who saved the day in the end. It's a bit of a shame that there was like he paid a big price to do it, losing everything that made him him. But in the end, it turned out he didn't lose anything. The memories came back. So like that kind of cheapens it a bit, you know? The fact that everything's fine. Don't worry about it. It wasn't a sacrifice that he made. Like, he went into it thinking it would be a sacrifice, which gives it some credibility, some weight, you know? But the fact that in the end, like, it was okay, it was fine, it was nothing to worry about. that kind of undercuts it a little for me. I'm gonna be, well, I'm not gonna be. I am really sad to see this go, because this has been amazing. I am very used to, like, modern movies are usually very dark. Like the color palette is trending towards a lot of darkness, and like that's why, for instance, Bill and Ted that I mentioned previously in the previous episode, again, like 80s movies had more color. It was more, vibrant, and like it's a thing that's really has been really common for a long time in games as well. When your games pursue like realistic graphics, and everything's just gray and drab and boring, because that's kind of what reality is. Reality is not larger than life; it's just life. And the colors in this have really popped. I really like that about it, that it was as colorful as it was. The characters, the voice acting were very good. Like it wasn't like changing the medium or something. It was really solid voice work. It wasn't like a paradigm shift or anything, but it was really good voice acting. It was really enjoyable. I really like the attention to detail. I'm sure that if and I probably will, I'm sure I will. Like before bed and just like lazing around, I'm sure I'm going to watch this again. And I'm sure that there is a lot to notice now that you know now that you know more. There's tons of rewatchability here. I'm 100% certain of that. I'm really surprised at Pacifica. The fact that she played such a big role in the end was really surprising. That she actually became a real friend, that was a bit of a shock. What else? Yeah, great voice acting. The animation wasn't anything special, really. It was fairly like standard fare. The visuals were really inspired, really inventive, really imaginative, especially everything regarding Bill. I mean, he was just a triangle, but still there was so much to him. Bill's design was amazing. Like, again, as I mentioned in the previous episode, this like overarching theme of like he's shiny gold on the surface, but scratch the surface a little, like and peek at the horrors underneath. I really like that. Now let's talk about something that stands out to me. Something that I'm both very happy about and very frustrated with. Something that I really enjoy and really don't enjoy. And loose ends. There's a ton of loose ends here. And I wish there weren't, because if everything was tied up in a neat bow, then you can like leave it. You're like, okay, I'm done with that. I can move on. But because there are questions left, you carry it with you. And it's like a mystery. There's a lot of satisfaction in getting a mystery resolved, but it can also be really interesting to leave it unsolved, in the same way that, like, I've talked about this in other things, but like it's the Cloverfield thing, basically, where you like, if you commit to showing something, then the audience can't build it up and imagine. Like, it's been said in many things, I'm sure, but like the essence is, I don't remember where I saw it in. I think it was like a long time ago in the show Numbers that I really enjoyed as a cop procedural, where they were gonna like there was a witness that they needed to get some information out of. They threatened to torture the guy, and he was like, "What are you gonna do to me? Take a guess," was the answer, basically. And like whatever you can dream up in that situation is going to be way worse than anything that someone is going to be able to do to you. So like not giving the answers can lead you to have a lot more like interesting theories and like headcanon, and like you can imagine anything. If you commit to showing something or saying something, then that might be underwhelming. The answer might not satisfy people. If you don't answer, then people can dream up anything. So I both like the fact that I didn't get an answer to a lot of my questions, but at the same time it's really frustrating because I wanted answers, you know? Like the central question here for a long time was, who was the author? And for me, that was interesting, but not that interesting, because the interesting part is not who wrote the books, it's why was the books written, you know? Why do these books exist, and why is Gravity Falls this weird? That's the big question. When Ford was freed, then we got an answer like, here is this guy, and that's like, well, that's neat, but like what's interesting is what you can tell us, Ford. Like, so he told us that he was here because it was weird. Okay, so why is it weird? Like, I can understand you coming here because it's weird and then trying to investigate it and taking notes in journals to like document your findings. But why is it weird? And Bill couldn't escape from this place, but because of some weirdness factor. But why is it weird? The fact that it was like a dome makes me think, or like it was a dome around just specifically Gravity Falls that Bill couldn't escape, makes me think that the UFO caused this. The UFO caused all the weirdness. But then in that case, that's unsatisfying, because why was the UFO here? And you can chalk that up to just like random chance, I guess, but that's unsatisfying. And they kind of addressed this, I guess. The mayor kind of addressed it. That like, yeah, this place is weird, get over it. Basically, like, just like, no, we're not dealing with that. Just like move on, pretend nothing happened. And I guess it's just, that's not the answer I wanted. Like, to sum up, in the beginning, Stan is super interesting. Like, what's he hiding in the basement? Turns out Stan is still interesting, but like he doesn't really have part in the mystery. He's only here to free his brother that he feels responsible for getting him trapped, and like he's not connected to the larger mystery of the weirdness of Gravity Falls. He just wants to get his brother out and then basically get the hell out of here. Ford, he wrote the journals. Why did he write the journals? Because he's here investigating, because he's curious. How did he find out about this place? Don't know. Why is this place weird? Why is he here investigating? That's obvious, because it's weird. It's something to investigate. That's what scientists do. I don't have an issue with that, but like, he didn't reach a conclusion. He didn't find out why this place was weird. Bill, why is he here? Why this place specifically? Like, why? Like why Bill in Gravity Falls makes sense, I guess. It's because what's it called? It's because Ford was here, and that's the one he reached out to. But there was cave paintings that led Ford to contact Bill. So Bill was here before. Bill is probably the reason this place is weird. Is it? No, right? No, that's probably it. It's probably weird in Gravity Falls because of Bill. His influence leaking through somehow, making things weird. But if that's the case, then why would he be trapped here? And why Gravity Falls? Why was he able to why if that's the case, like why was his influence able to leak through into Gravity Falls? Another thing is, for instance, what happened to the agents? Yeah, they got their memories wiped, but they must have had people above them that were like, where did you guys go? Like, what happened in Gravity Falls? And they were like, what Gravity Falls? I don't know. And more than that is like, what agency are they working for? And why was that agency founded? It was founded to investigate weird stuff, but there must have been a reason, a triggering, like something that triggered that. Quentin Tremblay, why did he come here? Why did he found a town here? Because he knew it was weird? Why was he so in tune with the weirdness? Like, in actuality, the only real question that we got really answered was who wrote the journals. That's basically it. And for me, that shouldn't be the end point. That's just like the first step, or like maybe not the first step, but it's a couple of steps in. It's not the conclusion. It's not the end. You know, it's just who wrote the journals. That it's that guy. Let's talk to him to find out more and get to the bottom of this. You know, but it was more like who wrote the journals. It was this guy. Okay, we're done. And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I loved this. This was great. This was amazing. This was surprisingly emotional. This was surprisingly epic. This was awesomely weird. It was great in like every respect. It's just I have questions that I would love to get answers for. But as I said, like I realize at the same time that those answers might not be satisfying. And as a creator, you would have to take a chance there that the answers you come up with would make your audience happy. And maybe you are not 100% sure on that, so you like just leave it up to interpretation, leave it hanging, you know? That would, I guess, be the one thing I'm a little bit peeved at. But yeah, this was a great time. This was fantastic. And I'm sad to see it go. But all good things must come to an end, I guess. And I'm really excited to get started with Dragon Prince and see what that's all about, because I've heard good things. That's, of course, not the only thing we're doing. I'm also really excited to get started with Clone Wars. It's going to be coming soon, I think. There's Invincible that I'm about to start. On YouTube, I will have started it and probably finished it by now, maybe. Yeah, lots of other stuff coming down the pipe. I'm really excited to start The Boys as well. Not animated, but it's going to be fun, I think. Looking forward to it because I've read the comics. And I'm curious to see how it turned out in the actual live-action show. If you have other suggestions, I would love to hear them. I'm sure I have enough to keep me going, but I'm always on the lookout for good stuff. So do let me know what you would like to see, and I'm sure we can make that happen. It's just takes a while to get to everything, you know. But yeah, that is it for today. I'm really thankful for everyone who has decided to join me on this journey. I thank you very much for the company, and I hope this was enjoyable. And I also hope to see you in whatever comes next. That, however, is for a different day. For today, I am done, and I thank you very much for joining me. I hope to see you in the next video, but until then, do take care of yourselves, and peace out.